Hmm.
Okay, so Melissa, how did you find food freedom, and what made you say, I want to reach out and learn more about it? Like, where did it start for you?
I believe I found a video of Sammy's on TikTok, and I was reading comments on there, and everything she was saying and other people were saying, I'm sorry, my son is going to be in here, was just so relatable, and everything that I had been feeling, having been a habitual dieter and having yo-yoed up to the highest weight I had ever been, and just knowing that I did not have a healthy relationship with food or my body was enough for me to say, let's try something that sounds like it's anti everything else
Yeah,
that you've tried before.
yeah, yeah. Got you. How has your relationship with food changed throughout this process?
I would say that I no longer look at food as, well, I look at food more so now as energy and fuel. Um, I can look at different food as food groups, like things that I need, like vegetables or more protein, or I try to look at food in a way of like, what does my body need right now and what's going to fuel me better, rather than calories or carbohydrates or sugars. Or I'm really just trying to say, like, you should probably have some protein, and you should probably, and carbs, have some carbs or have some fruit, vegetables, just things like that. Like I'm just, I see food more now as an energy source, and that's a big change.
Yeah, I love that. What was your biggest takeaway or aha moment from group or the course, or anything that you've kind of worked on over the last 12 weeks?
I would say that having met so many different women in so many different sized bodies, um, that felt the same way and had lived the same things and had experienced different but similar struggles, was something I think that was the most life changing of all of this. Is that I just found that you don't have to be in a large body to struggle with body image and food. And just hearing other people's stories, just, it was so empowering, and it made me feel more beautiful and more validated, and that like there was nothing wrong with me. The diets were what the problem was,
Yeah.
and that's the first time in my whole life that I've ever felt like a belongingness with a group of people who could openly admit how messed up diet culture and what people have done to us and said to us our whole lives, rather than making people feel like they've failed or that they're less than because they're in a larger body.
Yeah.
So that was really, really cool. I think that was the best takeaway for me.
Yeah, that was beautifully said. And I think also just feeling like you're not alone, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it gives you that feeling of like, not just on my own here.
Yeah.
Would you recommend Find Food Freedom to a friend, and why?
Absolutely. I think that as long as someone is willing to come into this as not another way to lose weight, but really to heal, I think it's the best thing that you could possibly do for yourself. I was apprehensive to go right from nothing to a group. I thought like, oh, I was going to need individual one-on-one. I was going to need so much more attention. And because I thought I was like so fucked up that there was no way a group was going to work. But really it's so powerful the way that it's done, and the people that you meet. And even though it's like revolving, and you lose different people and you get different people, I think that's beautiful too, because you have people there that have been in it for longer and newbies, and you can kind of roll and get testimonials from the people that way. Even if you see them on their last session and then they're gone, like they're the people that you like don't forget what they said, because they've been through the trenches, and they're like, this is going to be hard, but do it.
Yep.
And it's awesome.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for that.
Sure.